Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in today. Happy Friday. It's the end of a week and going into the weekend. It's not a 3-day weekend like last week, but hey, every weekend is a good weekend. Get some time to rest and just hang out. So this week I built an iron farm, once again design of JC Plays. This is a completely different design than I've seen before. And so far, it's working all right. We'll cover some of the glitches that I had toward the end of the video. But yeah, anyway, I think this is a good design. I enjoyed this. I decided to build, because in the video, JC builds it like in a pit in the ground. I built it over the ocean, which is one of the reasons why I had issues with it. So if you're going to build it over the ocean, make sure to have extra leaves handy. I also did decide to bring in my villagers earlier than he does in the video, and I don't necessarily think it makes a difference one way or the other which way you do it. It was easier for me to do it this way. And I also decided, because my villager breeder is so far away from my iron farm, I tried to get them 5 at a time. And it may seem a little crazy because you got to worry about the minecarts bouncing off each other, but honestly, if you have a working knowledge of the laws of thermodynamics and every action has an equal and opposite reaction, if you have that in mind when you're doing multiple minecarts at a time back to back against each other, it actually works out pretty well. So anyway, so yeah, this was a very time-consuming process. I think it took me like 3 game days to get all of my villagers there. So pretty time-consuming, but I got it done, and that was that. So anyway, obviously there's a lot of bouncing, and I tried to stay back a little bit to make sure that if this guy bounced back toward me off of the minecart in front of him, I could catch him before he bounced away, which didn't work 100% effective, but it worked pretty well for the most part. Now, while we're here, I would like to get thoughts and opinions on the first trailer for the official live-action Minecraft movie. I'm still working through my thoughts and opinions on that. A lot of people are complaining about like the look of the mobs, and I mean, I'll grant it. I don't think it looks great. However, my one thing, like I've seen some people equate it to the graphics in the Sonic movie, like how the original Sonic design looked. I don't think it's as easy of a fix as that was. Primary reason, because in the Sonic movie, there was just like the 1 or 2 characters. However, in this film, there's potentially like hundreds, depending on how many like villagers or piglins or other like mobs like cows, etc. Depending on how many of those you see, there could be just an astronomical number, which would take so much more effort and would likely delay the movie further. So I don't know. I would understand if they didn't redo the designs, like for the sheep, the llama, and everything else. Even though those do look a little less than awesome, in my opinion. But anyhow, that's my 2 cents. I want to hear y'all's thoughts. Drop them in the comments. Yeah. Regardless, I do plan on going to see it, and I think it's going to be a fun time, even if it's silly. I still think it's going to be a fun movie to see, and I'm going to enjoy seeing Jack Black as Steve and Jason Momoa as whoever that character is. looks kind of fun. I'm intrigued. So, as you have probably observed, as I've been doing this and talking at the same time, this farm is being over an ocean, I'm having issues with my iron golems not spawning in the farm, which was not something I expected. So I'm trying to kill those off, and then we'll work on putting leaves, or spawn proofing with leaves, certain other areas. I'm going to replace these blocks, these path blocks, with leaves, and go all the way around the outside of the farm, and maybe even put some on the part underwater just over here, which, 2 more iron golems, by the way. So yeah, definitely going to spawn proof that. Brought some extra stacks of leaves over here, and I'm going to get to work with that. All right, so if you have not been aware of this yet, when I worked last week on the XP farm, it inspired me to make a slime farm. So I do have a working design that I have actually had to reinvent. I had to completely redesign it, but it is working now. My new design for a slime farm is working. And I actually have a poll up on the community tab of my YouTube page. So if you want to see a how to build the slime farm that I've designed, if you want to see that, go to my YouTube page, to the community tab, vote on that poll, say, yes, I want slime, and I'll start working on that video. But I want to see how many of y'all actually want it. So please go vote on the poll. I would love the engagement. It would really help out my YouTube page. Please, thank you. Okay, so now that I've done all the spawn proofing, it is working so much better. I am getting more iron golems in here. They're spawning. And it does take a little bit of time for them to like actually pop up, generate, and from when one spawns in and dies for the next one, it takes a little bit of time. It's not a super quick iron farm, but it will absolutely suffice my needs. It will meet my needs, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. So, good design. I've enjoyed it, but like I said earlier, if you're building it over an ocean, take that in mind and be prepared to have a lot more leaves to spawn proof. So, after waiting a little bit, a couple more iron golems spawned in here. And yeah, they're all pretty good sources of iron. You usually get at least 3, usually 4 or 5 ingots per golem, so that's not too shabby. Shout out again to JC Plays on YouTube. Support his channel if you haven't already. He's a fantastic Bedrock farm, and just Bedrock survival player. And again, if you want to support my YouTube channel or my TikTok, I would appreciate any follows, likes, subscribes, and shares. And go vote on that poll if you want to see the slime farm. Have a good weekend, guys, and we'll see you on Monday.